Foundation Ghana Academy is a fully accredited school. We are accredited by the Ghana Education Service, fully licensed. We are registered also through Tennis Foundation Ghana, working closely with the Ghana Tennis Federation and by extension the International Tennis Federation.
Well, it's an historical moment over here. I mean, it's the first time we have the possibility in Ghana to do such a great thing, like schooling and teaching tennis in the same academy. So I think being part of that historical moment is a very big thing for me. I mean, I get now the possibility to bring my knowledge to the kids, like 2-3 times a day, to help them develop, like being a better player.
It was very important for us to start Tennis Foundation Ghana Academy because for a very long time, those who followed tennis in Ghana, even since I was a junior, you realize that we are able to get players who are good, but academically, below par. Or we get students who are good in school and, lack, in the area of sport or tennis for that matter. So Tennis Foundation Ghana seeks to address this problem. What we intend to do is to be able to raise good students, way above average students who are also good in the sport of tennis. That's our focus.
One thing I know about education is to enable someone to read and write, improve on their communication abilities, and also to create network opportunities.
Mind you, when you are reading, you have to read the topic, the sub, then you continue with it.
Comprehension passage. Mrs. Genifa. Mrs. Genifa was a nice young mother of newly hatched children. She could not say no to anyone.
It was her time to go to the marketplace, so she picked her basket and.
So, for us at Tennis Foundation Ghana Academy, our focus again is for us to produce very good students who are also good in our sport of tennis. We're using what, from my own experience living outside the country, I've seen as best practices which has produced results. Where we find ourselves in that part of the world, it is important for our student athletes to not just focus on just the sport, because eventually they will be, or they're looking to get into US colleges, for example. So the curriculum is going to be multifaceted. So they're going to be doing the Ghana Education Service curriculum, which will put them through the WASI exams, like they're going to a college in Ghana, and at the same time also preparing them to write the SAT for them to be able to be accepted into a US college. I pilot is only 10 kids, and we are focusing on these kids getting the best in school or in the classroom and then the best on the tennis court. One is looking at the academic piece. So the academic piece is that these students, because there's not a lot of them, are getting almost individualized attention. You can't go wrong with that. These kids are going to be in a class with a teacher. We make sure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed, so that they are ready for their next level of exam. Now, when it comes to the tennis part, again, they are not just going to be Tennis Foundation Ghana Academy students who are just competing against each other. They will be playing against other kids in the world, right? So, for example, Tennis Foundation Ghana hosts the ITF World Tennis Tour Juniors in Accra. Definitely, we'll get them into that to play as well. We will use those to measure where they are compared to other kids in other parts of the world. The good thing that I foresee happening is that now that we basically have full control of what goes into their minds, I know what kind of results for us to expect. I have always informally joked that if you're not a good math student, you can be a good tennis player. If you're not a good chess player, you can be a good you can be a good tennis player, because tennis needs a lot of split-second decision making, like a pilot. You can sit back and just be like slow, like a slug, and expect to all of a sudden win matches or make smart decisions on the court. I always say, every time you hit a tennis ball, between from where it struck from to where it lands, it creates a triangle. But these kids, when they start working with angles and all that stuff, they'll be able to read or foretell where the next shot is coming from. And those are some of the things that I'm excited about. I can't wait to see that. And of course, if they are putting in the 10,000 hours, like you've always talked about, it is definitely going to yield results. There is no kid in the world that is going to spend this amount of time on a tennis court and not yield the results that you're expecting. So I'm optimistic that we'll get there. So 5 years from now, this group of kids will be the main junior stars in Ghana. There'll be a grand 14, 15-year-olds who will be dominating the junior scene in Ghana and hopefully beyond the shores of our country. We're talking structure-wise, so I expect the academy to grow. I expect us to hopefully at some point move out of the stadium, have our own place, hopefully with even boarding facilities, so it becomes a full service academy as well. And then in case of different parts of the world can also come and join us as well. Again, as I've always said, you start your journey of 10,000 steps. Start with one step, take the next one, take the next one, and by the time you realize you'll be at your goal. But it's not going to come easy. There's going to be ups and downs along the way, but the most important step is the first one to start, and that's where we are now.
Hi guys, my name is Stephen Carling from the US. My home base is New York. I'm an ITF travel coach for juniors and pros. I'm here in Ghana helping Roger Crawford with his academy and foundation. He's doing a great job. I'm working with him with his academy. He's the first coach to introduce an academy to Ghana, and I think it's a great thing that he's doing, getting a group of kids, helping them, building them to put together a structure to build things and also introduce ITFs to them down the road, and also if they're interested in playing in the US for the school, the college, that's another great thing.
At this moment, if you look at the schedule of the Academy of Tennis Foundation Ghana Academy, our kids come get here. It's 7:15. They start with tennis at 7:30 in the morning. We know very well that it's going to get hot during the day, and then also they're supposed to put in minimum hours for academic work as well. So we use the early morning hours for tennis, so 7:30 to like 8:45 or 9. They have tennis. And then they go to the class, they have lunch, they come back on the tennis court again, another hour and a half before the end of the day. We can't take so many kids right now, but if you need direction as to how your kid is going to be able to, achieve their tennis goals, even with being in a school other than Tennis Foundation Ghana Academy, just reach out to us, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you, find a solution to that. My message finally to all our supporters, both local and foreign, we encourage you to celebrate this milestone with us. We're open to your suggestions and concerns. I want to take this opportunity to give a special mention to my good friends Anne and Ray Schrock in New York, who've always been there for and be supportive of our course here in Ghana since day one. I'm still looking forward to having them in Ghana. So they get to meet all the kids that they've supported over the years. Also grateful to the Ghana Tennis Federation for being a partner in helping develop tennis in Ghana. If anybody wants to reach out to us, I would say reach out. It's easier to go on our website, www.ghanatennis.org, or you can reach out to us by email personally, Crawford@ghanatennis.org, or phone number 025-747-2233. Thanks, everyone.